I'm going to talk to you this morning about the culture of care. But I want to say a couple of things before I kind of dive into that. My work is all about compassion. That's what I do, and it's what gets me up in the morning. How to build more compassionate healthcare organisations and teams and communities, how to help people understand and recognise the distress that others are feeling so that they can alleviate that distress, and to help people recognise the distress that they are feeling so that they can attend to and recognise and alleviate that distress. And I know that you've heard that I have been called the fairy godmother, and it's sweet and I love it. And you might get this false impression that the work that I do is kind of all sparkles and the work of compassion is all sort of sparkly. And I don't want to lead you down that path because I understand how muscular and robust and brave and tenacious compassion is. And I have the suspicion that if you haven't already been called to step up and blow a whistle or draw a line or say enough is enough or say I'm not going to tolerate that here anymore, if that hasn't happened, it will, and if it has, it'll happen again. And when that moment happens, that's compassion in action, because you're noticing the distress of others and you're wanting to alleviate that. That's what compassion is. And I wish it was sparkly, but really, they've given me a wand. Let me find it. They've given me a wand. I thought it would be bigger. Seriously. I mean, I was after something, but anyway. They've given me this little wand, but look, it doesn't, do you know what I mean? Nothing's happening. Although, it's funny that I should say that because I'm actually intuiting something. Yes, it does work. This is marvellous. There's something going on in this area. And I would think it's probably, I don't know, I'm going to guess maybe 10 rows back. But I'm thinking someone, this is like going to see a clairvoyant, isn't it? It's all happening. It's happening like right as I'm standing here. I wasn't even expecting it. But I'm thinking someone, it's like Carrie. No, it's not Carrie. Maybe it's Chris. I'm getting a name Chris. Maybe there's someone here called Chris, and I'm getting a tune. It's like, happy birthday. Yes, there's a Chris. Is there a Chris? No, seriously, is there a Chris? Oh, please, make my wand's day. Could you stand up, Chris? You see, and now the rest of you, here's my magic trick. You're all going to sing happy birthday. Okay, so let's sing to Chris. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chris. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hooray. Thank you. Marvellous. Marvellous. I'm so glad you gave me that. That's wonderful. So I wasn't sure what to use it for. But anyway, I want us to move from a culture of what I'm calling care less to one of care. And this is what I think the future of healthcare is about. We're not flesh-covered talking machines. Your job is not actually to produce anything. I'm sorry to tell you that. And it might upset you to hear that a lot of what you do is really symbolic as well. Your patients look to you. They look to you for authority, and there's nothing quite like knowing that you've been heard when you've seen your doctor or your healthcare professional. I want us to move into that brave, tenacious, compassionate space, which is about care, not careless. And when I think about anything to do with how important that interaction is, I can't help but think about Abraham Verghese. And for those of you who don't know, Abraham Verghese is a physician, Stanford University, and he wrote a marvellous book. He's written a number of books, but he wrote a beautiful book called Cutting for Stone. And I looked to him, Abraham, what do you think the big innovation is going to be for the next 10 years? And he says the most important innovation in medicine to come in the next 10 years is going to be the power of the human hand. The power of the human hand. I think one of the next big innovations to come will be community compassion, community care. That we will become so committed to leveraging our own privilege to be there for others and to stand up and to speak up for others and to care for others. So this is what, I'm not going to give you any homework today. I think I've given you enough, but I'm going to leave you with this. This is what I want for us. I want us to make ourselves one small republic of unconquered spirit. Thank you.